what? I'm not convinced. Let's do it again. Everybody say what? Everybody say what? Word up. Everybody say what? Alright, let's take it. I go by the name of the illusion, the greatness of music, and lace when I'm using music with the brain, but I'm using the vein. What I do was amazing, I shoot good. Shoot this, I shoot this, I shoot this, move this, move the beat, live to prove it. I be the gentleman that said I've been a little bit, I never admitted I better be the better man. Loco with a slow flow, no show, no elements of benefit.
TBD, welcome back to it, ladies and gentlemen. It's another edition of the biggest, the dopest, the freshest, the sickest, the illest entertainment show on your TV screens. Ladies and gentlemen, it is The Beatdown. My name is Mangaliso Masplela, aka Elfo, aka El Fizzle, and this is the special that we're doing for you guys. It is the festive season, the time for giving, and we're giving you a look into the gift of music. Every week for the past couple of weeks, of course, we've had a different person coming through telling us their story, a familiar face and a familiar voice. Today, I have someone who has been the face of Swazi hip-hop for quite a while, one of the faces of Eswatini hip-hop for quite a while. His name is Mzwandile Nxumalo, but the streets, the studios, the charts, the musicians all know him as Psycholution.
Shout out to what? You like script that one, bro.
It's off the dome.
Whoa, shout out El Fizzle.
What it
so
do?
many
What
names.
it do?
El Mafioso, I'll go with that one. El Mafioso.
Only the goons.
Shout out, thank you so much for having me, man. I'm a huge fan of the movement, huge fan of what you're doing for the culture and the Beatdown too. Shout out to Eswatini TV.
Shout out to you, my man. First things first, bro. How's 2019 been?
2019 has been remarkable, bro. Even 2020 has been remarkable, to be honest. Because
is that your thing now?
Yeah, I like to, especially these days, I like to speak things to being. But to answer the question of 2019, from all extremes, from the worst of the worst to the best of the best, you know, and funny because you get to appreciate the best side after going through the worst, you know. And I don't want to like bring that energy of the worst, but there's more of lessons learned, so many lessons learned with 2019 and also transition phase, you know. So it's been a good year. That's the short answer. Yeah.
It's the festive seasons, Christmas, New Year's, schools closed, everybody coming back home.
Right.
Growing up for you, what was the festive season? What did it mean to you?
I'm Swenko. To be honest, bro, it was the drip. Plus, I guess getting together also with family, you know. When I was young, and also it would be getting that $5 coin from Gogo, you know, it would be dope at the time. Very also special moments of the presence, you know, the presence of your family, like them being here, and you don't recognize it or realize it or appreciate it when you're in the moment. It's only when you look back in time, like actually that's what Christmas was. It's the common, or rather the collective consciousness of being together under love and harmony and the spirit of family. Yeah.
Obviously now you're grown and you know a lot of things, the truth about certain things, but I want you to be honest. When did you stop believing in Santa Claus?
When did I? I guess, I don't know, bro, to be honest, because also these things about Santa Claus and the Tooth Fairy.
Don't be woke. I'm stopping right there.
I'm not being
Don't
woke.
Be
I'm being honest.
Okay.
You asked me to be honest.
Be honest.
Right? Yeah, I'm being honest.
Okay.
I'm not being woke.
Don't be woke.
Like, I don't know, bro, to be honest. That's the honest answer, right? And what I'd like to add on the honest answer is some of these things you catch them, bro. You catch your folks coming out of the car like, oh, this is how it works. I'm not stupid.
Yeah.
Also, I can see what's cutting. Tooth Fairy also, don't forget. I know it's coming tomorrow. Now you woke now, literally now.
Yeah.
Like you're waiting for this thing to cut when you have the coin under your pillow because of the tooth and whatever. So these things you find them out. So I think primary, just to round it off, yeah.
Let's take it back now to where it all began, where you received the gift of music.
Yeah.
Why and how did that happen? Where you now got, I'd have to say, got bitten by the music bug?
to be honest with you, it was a transition on my side because from primary school, it was pure Kwaito popping, Zambia, Magash, TKZ, you know. My brother would play, I think a little bit of hip hop was Bone Thugs and Harmony, you know. But I wasn't like, an Eminem also creeping in here and there, but I wasn't a person who envisioned self being a lyricist or whatever, right? And then going from government school to private school also, I think, played a role with the English. It was like, you know, a quick injection there.
Just
and then I went, but just for 1 year, funny enough. Okay. Then I went to a Gali high school, which was boarding school. But within that gulliness, it was also a culture of the hip hop in its essence, from ciphering to battling. I'd literally write lyrics just to obliterate you in a cipher. Not thinking records, not thinking charts, not thinking videos.
So sport.
It's for sports and for the love also. So that went into me recording just to play it around, you know, and be cool. I was still away by the time. And then by the time I came back this side, which was Matric, I had semi-created a project, which was the Psychotic Revolution. The name has always been there. And then when I got here, I came back with an attitude, feeling like there's nobody in the kingdom, you know. I'd read about cats, but I'd never heard the material, you know. But then rap battles, which was a perfect sport for me, got into the rap battles side of things. Shout out to what unfolded there, which was 100% positive because it contributed to where I am now. So that was literally the first time I even appeared on national newspaper in the capacity of being a lyricist, right? So I think that's like the spark, which was 2008.
Okay.
Yeah? So that's how we got into the music. From then on, making music has always been therapeutic and literally looking back at what you write, yeah.
Psycholution can't have been your first name.
You'd be surprised because
Don't tell me it went straight to Psycholution.
It was.
How
In fact, I was even given the name,
okay.
Right? This dude, because I'd write, there's this guy called Prolific Panther, shout out to him, doesn't rap anymore.
Name dropping, Clark, okay.
He's a politician now. No, it's off rap. So with that, he was like the baddest MC on campus. Well, not campus, but the institution. And I'd write rhymes just to get his approval or his cosign on some, yo, that's dope, right? So I wrote the rhyme. Well, it's whack now, thinking about it, but it was dope then. I wrote it and I rapped it to him. And he was literally blown away. He was like, yo, back where you from? Because I was obviously in a foreign land. It's like, back where you from? You're gonna cause a crazy revolution, man. It's gonna be psychotic. There's almost some prophecy steez, you know? Like, sit down with the oracle and it's telling you this stuff. Now I'm going back there. It's like a psychotic revolution. I thought it was like a word at the time because my vocab was like
still low,
down there, right? So I was like, oh, okay, maybe let me just check more of the stuff. Sounded dope how he constructed the words and everything. And then I realized, oh, psychological revolution. I tried to be smart. It wasn't really deep. I was like, oh, Psycholution. Sounds like a bad name. Let's go in, right? Because it's always been a confrontational sport, you know? So I felt like that's a good name for the avatar if it's Mortal Kombat, you know? Just get the Psycholution character going in the rap form, right? So that also grew into me understanding the meaning and the purpose of the music too, because my pen is kind of different from how the content is usually disseminated, right? With me, I realized that even with my pen game, it's more of a psychological revolution, right? You get to experience or rather unlock certain ways of thinking through listening to the music. And I like to document also the present and the past for future reference through the music. That's why you never find the cuss words and everything. Yeah. So in that sense, the Psycholution became bigger than what I thought it was.
Tell me now, you said, excuse me, that you think today those first rhymes that you spat for the Oracle were whack. Do you still remember your first song, your first recorded song? Or at least the first song you wrote?
The first song I wrote, it was probably a verse in a song because we were like rappers.
Do you remember that?
I remember the first verse. I remember that specific verse, but I'm not gonna rap.
No, would love to hear it, man.
It cusses.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
back in
like
the day
yeah, and it's a
when you
family
weren't
show.
well. So you can't bleep it yourself?
No, I'm not. I'm not ashamed of it.
Okay.
I'll kick it off.
Kick it.
for you.
We'll bleep it. Kick it.
No, man. I can
We'll
kick
bleep
it better
it.
stuff. Like for real.
No, of course you can kick it.
Are we gonna really have this right now, bro?
Okay, fine. Fine. You're running away from it all.
Because it's still the past, right?
Yeah.
For that perspective, and I respect you and the show and the viewers, I'll kick it for you.
Kick it.
Shout out, you win. How do you feel?
Just kick the verse,
Okay,
man.
cool. It goes, I'll bleep it myself. So.
Okay, cool.
Ooh, can't believe I'm rapping it. Yes, yo, I'm the pistol clapping psycho. When I grab the mic, I spit the rhymes to die for. The rhymes to die for make you feel so immenseless. But stress, immenseless is not a word. Immenseless, homie, you just effing worthless. But Psycholution is the only effing renegade. I exaggerate. What, liquor what, it just doesn't make sense. So, there you have it.
What is going through your mind every time?
I just want it to be fresh, bro. I just want it to be fresh. I want it to be smooth. I want it to sound dope.
Okay.
But only later realized that everybody can rap, but are you saying something? You know, it gets to that. But also, evolution is evolution. There's point A and point B. That was point A. Context.
A lot of children who have special talents become, during this time of the year, become the spectacle when Coco comes around, song comes on. Hey, lanzani mzondo to jive, yakwathi jive. Or lanzani mzondo to hlabela. How were your parents taking you going into? I can't really say what the streets. You know.
Oh yeah,
hip-hop.
yeah. No, shout out to my parents, bro. My parents did the most because as much as you think I'm woke, I'm just a product of the wiring, you know, from the upbringing. I give all the credit to my parents because they've always encouraged what I love. And I feel like challenge to all parents, encourage what your kid loves because passion is everything. You'll never feel like you're working ever as long as you have the passion. So with that said, my parents played they didn't understand it at first. Let me not act like they got it at first. Yeah, and also you'd be shy because you'd be writing in the room and then your mom walks in, now you're hiding like, let's read. Nah, I don't want them to read. There was that also, but it was the process of, I think also just to also encourage the upcoming artists to get the parents to understand what I did, which might not be the formula, but it worked for me, is when I went out at night, when I asked, yo, can I go to Tinkers at the time, perform at Tinkers, the little check that you get, the loyal guests, you know, you know, come back and pay the DSTV for that month. It goes a long way, you know, so that's how they also realize, oh, there's responsibility, and it also makes them proud. So that's what happened and got them to support even more. So shout out to the folks.
All right, my man, we're gonna take a quick break, but before we do that, you need to show us what you got. So you came here prepared with some songs. What's the first jam you're gonna jam for us? What's the first gift you're gonna give to us?
Since we keep into the theme of past, present, future, and it's almost like a timeline kind of stuff, and it's actually 10 years since the Psychotic Revolution, which is my debut project, came out. Song featuring Noma Lungelo, song titled Psalms 138 verse 2. So that's what I performed for you.
Take me through the jam, conceptualization of the, is this Asian baby? Conceptualizing, you know, English bundle sometimes.
Came with a boat, bro.
Yeah, you know.
English came with a boat.
Take me through how you conceptualize the song.
I think it is one of the last songs that we recorded for the Psychotic Revolution, and I'm very spiritually rooted in my upbringing, you know. I'm a big fan of God. I'm a big fan of Jesus, you know. I'm a big fan of the gospel, but most of all, I'm a big fan of the word, which exists in each and every one of us, right? So I felt like it wouldn't be a proper representation of self now, never mind the rapper, self now in the music, because I realized that, yo, we've done all these tracks which are dope. Let's get that one jam. And shout out to Noma Lungelo, shout out to Mosaic also for producing the beat. Shout out to Paige who I'm playing with today. So all of that came from literally following the voice within that just keeps saying, yo, keep true to yourself, you're rooted with the Most High. So, and that specific scripture, which says, it's literally a humility scripture, which says, I will bow down towards your holy grace. I'm probably paraphrasing right now, but look it up, Psalms 138 verse 2.
All right then, let's get it.
What up? brothers and sisters, boys and girls, welcome to it. This is the Beatdown Lucian Hour special. Thank you for having us, L4. Kanuma Lumelo and Page with me.
When I think of all that you've done for me, Lord, I can't help but be grateful and smile. When I think of all that you've done for me, Lord, I can't help but be grateful and smile.
Look, here I am, Heavenly Father, in your glorious presence, still acknowledging your blessings and all of the lessons you taught me through the trials and tribulations I had to undergo. You blessed me with the gift of life through my mother and father, so I had to praise your name unconditionally. Cause through your name all of the hardships are temporary. You said it in the Bible that I'll never have to face defeat. It's only cause I trust in you that I'm rapping on the beat. As you can see, I put you first in every opportunity. Got the Lord by my side. What can Satan do to me? And I'll forever worship you, Father, until my final day. Thank you for making my parents to teach me how to pray, how to read the Bible too, cause it is my survival too. Instead of boasting by praising your name is what I'd rather do. So I'm using my words for expressing my gratitude. And if there's anyone I'm willing to serve, look.
When I think of all that you've done for me, Lord, I can't help but be grateful and smile. When I think of all that you've done for me, Lord, I can't help but be grateful and smile.
Father, I bow before your throne through the words that I write in this song. Whenever I'm down, we always right there to restore the weakness in my life, and that's the reason I'm reciting that I use the acronym MC as Minister of Christ. I'm your humble servant, oh Lord, acknowledging your grace. I come forth, Father God, in front of your glorious face. I want to worship you. Where should I start? I'm grateful for the love you gave to me, straight from your heart. And I would like to take this opportunity to thank you for everyone who supported me, including my fans too. Father, you blessed me with my lyrical ability. That is why I'm praising you with every rhyme and simile. Your holy name is the reason why I bring masterpieces. You loved us so much that you gave your only son, Jesus, to come and die for us, Father. It's only right that I honor and praise your anointed name. Look, when I look back at my life, all I wanna do is thank you. I took my time to write the song just to express my gratitude. I'm thanking you for the obstacles you helped me battle through. That's how I managed to stand behind this mic and rap the truth.
Heavenly Father, you're the reason why I march
Come
forth.
on.
Heavenly Father, you're the reason why I march forth. Heavenly Father, you're the reason why I march forth. Heavenly Father, you're the reason why I march forth. Heavenly Father, you're the reason why I march forth. Heavenly Father, you're the reason why I march forth. Heavenly Father, Heavenly Father,
Heavenly Father, you're the reason why I march forth.
when I think of all that you've done for me, Lord, I can't help but be grateful and smile. When I think of all that you've done for me, Lord, I can't help but be grateful and smile.
Whoa, you took it to church, sister. Shout out, Paige. Respect. Ladies and gentlemen, no Malungelo, Paige on the Beatdown Solution. Back.
TBD baby, we're still out here. You know what it is? It's the Beatdown with your boy El Fizzle and the one, the only, the man, the myth, the legend, Psycholution.
Did you say the myth?
I said the myth.
Wow.
I
Shout
said
out.
the myth.
Thank you again, man. Feels good. I feel home right here.
How do you feel whenever people, I don't know if you know this, but a lot of people, whenever they make an example of hip hop, they'll go, your name always comes up in that sentence, on that subject of hip hop. What's that like for you?
I don't see it, bro.
Well, it's there. How do you feel now? Boom.
shout out.
Wow.
Shout out. Like, I don't see it, bro. To be honest, it's like being on stage, right? You know how it's like being on stage. When you're on stage, only thing that is ringing in your mind, bro, don't mess up. We got it. Do exactly how we planned. We need to do, you know what I'm saying? It's never like, ooh, I'm killing it now.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't see it. But I don't, I'm not in a position also to deny it. And I acknowledge it. I'm living under an attitude of gratitude. Just to be sitting here and hearing you telling me this on national television is humbling for days for me. So I appreciate nothing, but it's actually nothing but love that I receive, and I put it right back in the music and in everything that I do. Of course, I'm only human, but I look up to the Most High.
Yeah. Tell us what's happening in Psycholution's life lately. A lot of people are using the term "psycho's back." And
Back?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know why. You know why. But what's going on? What have we missed out on?
Number one, I'm not back. This is home. You're only
You're back
when
home.
you visit it. Nah, but I get it. I feel like, to be honest, also, and benefits of the person who doesn't know Psycholution too, right? I've been doing the music thing, right? And then went to school for good 6 years. And between going to school, I've been at Boston Media House in Sandton, Gauteng, Joburg, studying media, specializing in radio. So I've literally switched off. I guess that's where the back comes in, right? Because I literally switched off Psycholution and everything music related to get these grades going and for me to graduate, which happened quite recently, right? And then from then on, between the graduation and me sitting with you right now in the kingdom, has been also serving as a radio practitioner in the form of being a presenter on BMH Radio. Shout out to BMH Radio. So I went from being a presenter to being a producer, to being the station producer, to being the manager of the station, co-manager of the station, and then moving into the sound engineering department, which is literally everything sound engineering, from troubleshooting, input, output, faders, you name it, the works. So I've been fortunate and blessed that I've gone through the learning phase of the music business. I say business specifically because it is a business.
Yeah.
In this day and age, it looks dope, but it's a business at the end of the day. So you have to take time out also to step into self. What are you good at, and what do you love, and trying to merge that with where the check is when you get to the check, ultimately while serving the purpose.
Someone would wonder if that was always part of the plan, or if it's something that happened organically.
What, the check?
No.
Oh.
Not the check, but the shift into, radio as opposed to having radio play you. You are now playing other people. I mean, we've seen a whole lot of, especially with what you're doing with the BMH. We see a whole lot of our own artists, other artists as well, your KOs, list is endless.
Right.
You are now interviewing and not being the interviewee. Did that come about as part of a plan? Or is it something you realized as you were going on this journey of yours?
Word, beautiful question, bro. Actually, to connect the dots from what I said prior is that passion is everything, right? So me, from writing rhymes to performing your bushfires, your trade fairs, whatever, right? And the recognition got me onto radio. So I served 2 years of literally not knowing nothing about radio, being on SBIS, which is EBIS 2 right now. Shout out to Superfly also. I was learning a lot from Superfly, being there, hooking up these shows, up till I produced the show with Konza also, called Hot Radio Show. It ran for 2 years, and within that 2 years, I realized, wait a minute, I love this thing. What if I actually go on Google, find a place where I can study more about this? So it all started from the music. The music led me into radio, where I fell in love with this whole fraternity or industry rather, and then I realized that let me study more of this. So that's how it literally transcended. I didn't literally wake up one morning. It's always been the process of music is leading me there, and there I'll find something that I love, and out of curiosity and taking initiative, I found myself finding the school, going on my own to Joburg, finding this place, and they told me, hey, we actually closing tomorrow. If you want to write the interview, write it now. Wrote that stuff, passed that stuff, came back home, sold the dreams to the folks. And then we made things happen, and then the rest is history.
How in all of that, because I personally know how exciting the media space is, you
Yeah.
know, it should be even more exciting when you're coming from a place where you're on the other side, now you're on this side. It must have been fascinating. How did you not get lost in it to a point where you went, you know what, maybe this music thing's not for me anymore?
Tricky, because I was at that point, bro. You know when you switch off what you love. Okay, not necessarily saying switch off because that would mean I would stop, right?
Yeah.
But I'd say
Tone down.
redirect.
Yeah.
Yeah, tone down. Beautiful. Tone down and wrote music for self because I was recording, but I still haven't yet put out music. But there's a lot of music that I've been writing. But with me, what is the question?
How did you not get sucked up in all
Thank
of
you.
it?
Say no more. How I didn't was the love, bro. The love. Because everything was also knowing that it's still music, right? And the music will never stop. And right now, it was also to understand where you are and what is required of you right now. Shout out, it's beautiful. You're writing these 16s, aware. But right now you're at school, bro. And you need to learn and listen to more of what you do. And it's this radio stuff. That's where we're at. And we have to be now on the other side of asking the questions and whatnot, which was kind of a cheat code because I know how it's like being on the other side, right? So that still reminded me that I'm a lyricist because the rap is a lifestyle, bro. Like hip hop, rather. Hip hop is a lifestyle because even my mindset, even the way I'm talking to you, it's only sounding like it's dope English to the people who are of the same skin, right? But I've sat down with white people, they don't understand what I'm saying. It's hip hop coded, not necessarily saying it's like isolated or anything, but it's always opened my mind with seeing both sides, and the music is never left.
You're right in
Yeah.
saying that you continued to work on the writing
Yeah.
because we heard about the college kid.
Right.
You'll tell us more about that. I just want to know this experience, this new life that you went into of being now radio presenter, producer, manager, you know, speaking to all these rappers, getting perspective in a different way. How did it affect the writing for you? Was it in a good way or bad way?
Yo, it's funny you say that because it's the right. I don't see the music as a finished product as I'm creating it. You get me? Although it's ironic because I'm listening more than thinking, but it literally becomes therapy. You know, it becomes a dear diary kind of thing going where you are reflecting now through the pen because. I was actually talking to Clipo not so long ago. I would say skill is effortless. You get me? We don't have to try to sound dope. You can wake me up in the morning. You probably get a dope verse. Maybe not a life-changing verse, but guaranteed you'll get a dope verse. But what am I doing with the dopeness now? Right? So that has always been a substance of reflecting. What are we saying now? How are we better? How are we seeing things in a different way? How is the best script the next script? How's the next script the best script, actually? So it's always been perspective and challenging self and also being honest because it becomes an honest thing where you like standing in the mirror and you look at yourself and you're like, yo, embrace the bad too. Because most times we like deny the bad. We like switch it or we deny it, like literally. So embrace the bad because it's still you. It's still you. And you wanna change that energy, rather transform that. You can't kill it. Energy doesn't die. You just transform it, to redirect it towards creating something better that will be in the music in an honest form, you know. So it never dies to learn through creating too.
I'm gonna make an observation. You're gonna
Yeah.
tell me if I'm wrong.
Sure.
You know, call me out. It's whatever. Do you feel? Because I feel, in terms of as a performer,
Yeah.
this experience has made you stronger in terms of you figuring out the power to control crowds, the power to speak, even if maybe there's this instance where you're not getting as much energy back because now you're coming from a space where you were in a room alone and you had to be hyper all the time. So now your energy levels are really high.
Yeah.
I'm reminded of a situation, two situations actually. One was the Mosaic show where you decided to just abruptly grab the mic, figuratively because you didn't grab the mic. The
I
second
did
time,
that, by the way.
the second time was there was a show at the theater club where you took over the show as well when everyone was supposed to leave. You know,
I did that.
so I want to find out, is it true or not that this experience, radio, you know, having to have high energy levels that not bounce off anyone, but just seriously come from within you, has that made you a better performer, you feel?
Whoa, that's a loaded question.
Third thing was what you pulled at the awards.
What did I do at the awards?
The swag, you came in there, you're like, no, look, I know you want to hear me, but I want you to look at me, check out my jacket.
Shout out to
I'm
Tiger
turn around.
Does it. Yeah. No, to be honest, bro, everything is justified, not on some defensive tip at all, even. In fact, I'm so confident in myself that it also might come off as arrogant to a person who's not confident too in their skin, right? And I don't owe it literally to anybody, in all respect and in all humility, to explain myself why I do things. However, we're sitting in an interview where I have to explain, right? Which is dope, because it's mass now. I'll take you from all the things that you mentioned. From at Mosaic's show, there was a point where there was no MC, right? Literally, it was quiet. And I felt like, man, it can jump right now. So literally, that was my mind. Yo, let's kill the awkward. Let's make it popping between, okay, who's next type of stuff. And it kind of worked out. I'm happy. Everybody was happy. And then at the hip hop heavyweights, I think there was technical difficulties of sound or whatever it was. And I came all the way from Joburg for that show, bro. I posted some stuff and I felt like, no, man, I can't. I did it for myself.
Okay,
It sounds selfish, but I did it for myself. Like, man, whoever wants to vibe with my lyrics, we're gonna vibe. And it was dope how it was received. But there I was like, I can't come all the way home. There's a poster and everything. You know what? I'm going on stage, a cappella, we're going in.
Yeah.
So that was dope. So it's always coming from a good place of tunnel vision also. I don't see what's happening this side or this side. In fact, I learn from what's happening this side and this side, if anything. But that's the only way it comes into what my focus is. It only comes in if it comes in with learning.
Okay.
Yeah. Otherwise, in terms of influence and I'm trying to please people, I don't think I play that game.
Okay.
Nah.
I'm just gonna say you agree with me.
100%.
And move on to the next jam. What's the next jam that you got for us today?
The next jam is, I'm thinking of going with the last one, but I'm gonna go with, this one is called Chosen One.
Okay.
Yeah, Chosen One speaks a lot about, in fact, let's let the music speak.
Oh, you're trying to preempt it.
Spoiler alert now.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the music will speak better than I can in a billion years.
Let's check out Chosen One then.
Word up. Chosen One. Song is titled Chosen One. Taken from the Sophomore Project. The description. The first one with Noma Lungelo. Psalms 138 verse 2 is taken from the Psychotic Revolution, celebrating 10 years this year from 2009 to 2019. We keep it moving. Yes, I. Look. From the verses in my words that you heard, this is the merging of verses that I'm dispersing with words. This is my purpose, I'm serving upon this earth, and I'm learning that I'm a servant of God. With words I heard in my heart, that burning like furnace and hard. It's how I go and I flow and focus and move as I grow up, knowing my glow is in dope, showing composure. The older I get, grown and I'm told I'm a vet. Solo is knowing, Lord is controlling my soul and I bet. You know it isn't me you hearing as I'm reciting my words, cause the righteous is working inside of my life as I'm cursing the right to my words, right to ignite the light and the purpose. This life's on this earth, fighting cause I'm inside on this earth. And not just laugh, hearing cats claiming that they made the illusion, when I have many facts that'll back what I'm doing. The truth in me is exactly where the illusion be. So forgive fortune tellers now. Put your hands in the air. Yeah, put your hands in the air. Put your hands in the air. Yeah, you the chosen one, I'm the chosen one. Now put your hands in the air. Yeah, put your hands in the air. Ha, put your hands in the air. Yeah, you the chosen one, you the chosen one. I'm of the same bloodline of the chosen ones. I'm part of them, an offspring of Abraham, Moses, David, and Solomon. I'm following the voice I hear inside of my heart, and then acknowledging that God is in charge of the art. I'm ordering, I'm ordering. With food for your spirit and chest, please. No longer concerned about whoever spit in the best reads. The rest, please castrate them. They can no longer test these. I split flows, leading my people with scriptures I read. See, supposed to flows as verbal laws. Moses posing as flows the Moses chose to close, and those opposing God chose us to go from coast to coast and over oceans. Supposed to know this, to open domes of the hopeless, focus to win the soulless. Individual, lyrical, living, spiritual, spit a few little literal syllables, still I spit the truth to echo willingly in the corridors of infinity. Lord, it's still I mean how. Put your hands in the air. Yeah, put your hands in the air. The beat down, put your hands in the air. Mafioso, what's up? You the chosen one, I'm the chosen one. Now put your hands in the air. I see y'all, put your hands in the air. I see y'all too, put your hands in the air. Page, you the chosen one, you the chosen one. Now play your parts in God's heavenly orchestra. Play your part in God's heavenly orchestra. Now play your part in God's heavenly orchestra. You the chosen one, hey. Let's take it home, Page. Let's take it home, Page. Look, you the chosen one. So stay away, dog. Ish, stay away. I will stay away, it's fine.
Yeah, man, we're still out here. You know what it is. It's the Beatdown with your boy El Fizzle and the one and only Psycholution. 2020. Like, you have this thing for the people who don't know. Every morning, first of all, what time do you wake up?
What time do I sleep?
What time do you sleep? What time do you wake up? Because I wake up and I see a post from you on your status from 4 a.m. saying, today was a great day.
Today's been a great day,
Yeah.
bro. No, to be honest, bro, I have very odd sleeping patterns.
Okay.
Very, very odd. I sleep when I'm tired.
Do you get tired? I feel like
I sleep when I'm tired. I actually do sleep, bro.
I feel like you take power naps.
And no, I sleep. And when I sleep, my dreams are popping. That's another story.
You wish you could take a camera.
Yeah, but it's still cool. Like, I do, like, my sleeping patterns are very odd. What I do have also, great platform to also talk about this, you know. I listen to audiobooks, meditation. Meditation is key. It's not like any religion can teach you, not to take shots on any religion, but every religion actually preaches meditation. Meditate, man. Like, listen to audiobooks, anything that'll better you. Like, we're living in the information age. So during I'd say when the sun goes down, from either writing or either reading, either watching a documentary, that's where I'm at. And there's no transition of today to tomorrow to, you know, for me, every day is today. In fact, in life, every day is today. So that's why I'll always have, I'd say, patterns that work for me, not necessarily saying, okay guys, time to sleep now. Everybody go to bed, lights out. I don't subscribe to that kind of setting. At least it doesn't work for me. Let me not say it doesn't. I don't subscribe. It just doesn't work for me.
Okay, so you're not about listening to these people that tell you, hey, you need to be in bed by 9 o'clock or whatever.
Nah, and they're not wrong also.
It's just not for you.
It's just, it doesn't work for me.
Okay. looking towards the future now.
Right.
You say 2020 has been an amazing year already.
2020 has been an amazing year, bro.
You're back, even though you don't want me saying that.
Yeah.
I don't know what you want me to use.
I've returned.
Wow, okay. 6 and 9, you've returned.
Scuba diver sink.
You're done with school. You've got the knowledge.
Yeah.
You've got the experience. Where to from here?
God knows, bro. Like, I'm not trying to be deep.
But what do you want?
I want what makes me happy.
Wow. Evasive enough?
You think so?
Much.
I'm very much being honest though. Like, to be honest, I have my plan. You know, the saying is very cliche, but you make plans and God laughs, right?
Okay.
I've made so many plans, dog, and they vibe that way. But what came from going that way is even bigger than my plans. So I'm trying to also get into this pattern of, okay, let's be sane, let's be happy, let's be healthy, let's spread love, let's make sure the people around us are good. So get saving the world, save yourself, and if everybody saves themselves, saves themselves, yeah, then we make a better world, right?
Yeah.
So I'm in that mindset now on wherever the wind blows, as long as it's going towards the whale, bro, we're in there like swimwear.
No, but I need for you to, because I know...
Plan-wise, it's just radio. Expect a lot from the radio perspective side of things. I expect a lot from the music documentation side of things, which is more of compilation, which is an extension of radio, which is like a podcast and type of things. Expect a lot of shows. Expect self-hosted, you know. Expect a lot of this is like prayer right now, huh?
Amen.
Expect a lot of also good health and good wealth, bro. Health first, though.
You've come from a very talent-rich, industry-rich part of South Africa, Johannesburg.
Okay.
You were in the heart of Sandton, but I know that you were moving all around Johannesburg, meeting different types of people, seeing the industry in South Africa. Now, from that time that you were there to now, when you come back home, what are some of the key things that you wish could change, and in fact go as far as wishing that you could play a part in changing them to get us to, if not better, somewhere close to where they are?
Whoa. I feel like one of the many things that I've learned, bro, being out there in Sandton is that everything that glitters is not gold, bro. Like, it's not as wavy as it looks. It's dope, but it's dope if you just visit and come back. Staying there, it's dope. But everything that I realized that, man, there's always a local hero for every setting. You get me? And you can't change that. Like, that's why we speak different languages. That's why we have different religions, right? Everything. I'm wired here, bro, like in the kingdom, and have great vibrations and what I feel about positive stuff that is about to happen in the kingdom. Watch the space. So I feel like this is where we should be. We can go out to the world and learn a lot. If anything, if they look at us as third world, we behind. In fact, that's a good thing. I choose to look at it because it allows us to learn from the stuff that has gone wrong with the people ahead of us in industry speaking, and stuff that has gone right too. We can improve and we can learn. So we're in a good position in this fourth industrial revolution kind of transition from traditional stuff to digital stuff. So for me, I feel like this is the best place for me to be at. I'll always travel, always, because that expands the horizon. But in the future, I see myself right here in the kingdom doing better, because you don't want to be out there, bro. This is where you're going to be buried. Not to make this thing dark. I mean, that's in the very practice.
Dark.
So if this is where you were born and this is where you're going to end up, why not make things happen here? You may look at it as slow, I look at it as progress. Trust the process.
An album? Are we gonna get an album from
You're
Lucian?
always gonna get music.
Okay.
You're always gonna get music, but when the weather's right, man.
Okay.
When the weather's right, you can have a golden seed, bro. But if there's concrete here, what's the point of digging the concrete and plowing that stuff? You know, let's try to make sure that the soil is fertile. So when we plow, we go ham with the harvest. You know.
I wanna prepare you, but at the same time, I wanna give you a chance to stop me if this is something you wanna talk about later. But I know that you are currently working on some music with a certain somebody.
Stop right
Stop
there.
right there.
Stop
Okay.
right there.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, because also why I stopped you is because shout out.
Yeah.
Shout out. I believe in results more than plans.
Okay.
Especially if it comes to plans, then we can rather inspire. You know what I'm saying? So with that said, let's get the results going and then we talk about it. We'll be sitting right here to talk about it.
Okay, you know what? So with that whole subject, twada with that subject. I'm not gonna say anything.
You're stupid.
I'm not gonna say anything. Twada with
Nobody
that
said
subject.
anything.
Yeah. All right, my man. All
Thank
the
you.
best with 2020.
And beyond.
What's your message for everybody home for this festive and beyond?
Just remember to remember, and remember is a two-sided thing, you know. Re means again, remember means connect. So again, connect to who you are. You can't remember what you didn't forget. For means ahead, get means receive. So what you threw ahead to receive later, remember to connect again. So remember to remember. You might want to rewind that one though.
Hey, wordplay ever since from the beginning, rest to the vest, all these things. When did you become this guy?
You should have made me rap the current raps, bro.
Spit one now.
Yeah, thank you. Because
There we
we
go.
can't end with that one.
No, we're definitely not going to end with that one.
Yeah, I guess this is how I sign off with this
Okay.
verse. Alright, cool.
But you still got a song to perform though.
Yes.
What's the song you're performing?
The song that I'm performing is actually when you called me, saying you invited me to be here. We literally freestyled it with the homie Paige.
Okay.
Look out for Paige. It's about to shake, make it shake, man. That'll make the ground shake. So I'll be here with doing it with Paige. We don't have a name for it, but it's called the Beatdown.
Oh,
I
nice.
just named it right now.
Nice.
It's called the Beatdown, and you're only gonna hear it here.
Okay. So let's hit the new rap before
Oh
we push
yes,
the beat
I love
down.
your mind, bro. I wish I had a lot of things at my disposal as we answer the phones. I wish I had a lot at my disposal. Do we wait for the
Go on.
phones?
It's all right.
I wish I had a lot at my disposal. I wish I had a girl overseas with an address that I can post to. I wish I had the voice to resonate with your spirit and mind in real time when I approach you. I wish I had this, I wish I had that. Hey, sometimes I wish that my wish would never wish back. A setback is only a wish I wish I never had. Sometimes I wonder why you wish you never black. That's a pathetic act, back in my opinion. I'm visualizing whack every time I'm seeing them. But then I'm feeding them with a pack of the backpack and opinion. I wish I never be within a circle of wish thinkers but wishful thought doers. You should be wishing to thank whatever's brought to us, taught to us, never wishing remorse to us. And as we grow, never forget what is taught to us. But I wish them well. Hey, sometimes I wonder how deeper the coin drops down the wishing well. Man, I wish him well. I'll say it again. Sometimes I wonder how deeper the coin drops down the wishing well. I wish I was a president. I mean, it's evident the sentiments of the citizens are considered sentiments. But I wish that I could sit with him. Man, I wish that I could sit with him on the beat down. I just had to throw that one in. On the beat down.
You were killing it. So you were so random.
On the beat down, bro. Shout out. Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming through, my man.
Thank you
And,
to the kingdom of Eswatini. Stay blessed.
Happy festive and all the best with 2020, man. Welcome
you, bro.
back, even though you refused
Oh my goodness.
to use that term.
I have returned.
You have returned. Congratulations on your return. Welcome back.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
Look up, welcome back.
Under the door, right?
Yeah.
Where up?
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us. Psycholution is going to sign us out with that jam, of course, called The Beatdown. What an honor.
It's called The Beat Down with Paige.
jam.
Look out for it right now.
Okay.
You're only going to catch it right here on Eswatini TV.
Shout out to Destiny Music, of course, for letting us come through to use their space. Thank you. And shout out to you guys. See you next week, same time, same place. You know what it is. Remember, Jesus is King. God loves you. I love you. Peace.
It's The Beat Down. Eswatini TV. Live and direct, live on set on The Beat Down. Got my homie Paige. Let's go.
Oh, can I cough? I came in on side told me sit the pummelet, finna no options. Dallas good, let's let's fun to water the garden. Push it, press. Squad with the pressure. I wanted this since adolescent. Maneuvering until it was precious. No label independent. Nobody gotta tell me how to get it. If she didn't call, I have to text it. You ain't gotta call him. You see in my head, I know that's the difference. I never let them hit my feelings. I stick to my own, stick to my zone. The thing is a scrimmage. I've been sipping the loans, spliffing the blow. You call addiction. I'm about to approach the end of the pole. I call it a vision.
Hey.
Yeah, I call it a vision. I call it a vision. I hope you call it a vision.
Hey. Hey, living my life in the moment, living it right how I want it. I'm writing a note, but I'm writing a poem. I'm alive in my zone, kid. Reciting my lines and my flows, dividing my foes. Man, I'm dividing my foes. It's clear that I'm live in the most. Ready where you are, ready where you are. Heaven ready like the battery. Flattery had to be the better me. But I charge for the boss like a battery. And a pedigree, then I mean you never be. Hey, shout out to my enemies. Hey, shout out to my enemies. And I better be on the melody that'll lead. But I let it be. Dropping my heart and my artery. Show you remember me over and out. Forward your life with the thoughts coming out of my dome. I'm a shout with the voice, spit it out with the flow and the rhyme. But I know that I'm live with the most. If you try to propose and you fire with those whack lines, I can show you are not focus or not. Know when you stop and approach it, a shot to the blow with a sound. Hey, stop that, listen to the Aristotle teaching. Sending them a very subtle briefing. With a Aristotle teaching. Telling them never be tired, reaching tired. But I stay in the mic, see, say goodnight to your wifey. Sight. Man, I know you wanna spite me, but it's highly unlikely. I be taking over your word. Hilla when I throw words, you down with that? Taking over Swaziland and then I'm already damn it. But are you down with that? Tell me if you down with that. Tell me if you down with that, but are you down with that? Tell me if Swaziland and I'm already damn it. But are you down with that? Taking over your word. Hilla when I throw words, you down with that? Taking over Swaziland and I'm already damn it. But are you down with that? Tell me if you down with that. Tell me if you down with that, but are you down with that? Taking over Swaziland and I'm already damn it. But are you down with that?
Are you down with that?
The villain remember the vision.
Are you down with that?
The villain remember the vision. Yeah, the villain remember the vision. Remember the vision. Up in the kitchen. Yes, I. Peace and love, man. Thank you so much for spending time with us. Respect. Eswatini TV, the beat down. Shout out to Mafioso. Shout out to Pay. Shout out to Noma Lungelo. Shout out to all the camera peoples. Peace and love.